Hi, thanks for dropping by. Thanks so much for all of the support that you're giving this channel. I am a little overwhelmed, so thank you so much. Every, like and everything uh, really helps. It does. I just wanted to give an update. It has been a little over 4 months now since I buzzed my hair, and you can see several versions of that video. I'll point to a couple of them, up here. I'm learning how to do this. Up here. And I can't believe that one of them has over 200,000 views. That is unreal. 95% likes, which is very nice. Also, over 500 comments at this, again, when I'm recording this, in early-ish November. And I'm just overwhelmed. I really am. So many people say that they think I look younger than my previous, when I had my waist length or, rear end length hair. Most of them who leave a comment say that they like the look and that I look better with the short hair. So I am definitely keeping that in mind. Now that I've done this for 4 months and I've done a couple different iterations of it, I just wanted to let you know a few of the thoughts that I've had. I still really like it. I'm not sure, though, how long I'm going to keep it buzzed. It really depends. If I get to the point where it starts being a pain again, I might buzz it again, lower. Right now, as you can see, I have a color in here from Lime Crime. I think it was Chocolate Cherry. It's the one that I did about 3 weeks ago before I went on vacation. And I have washed my hair since. I've used shampoo. So it's still in here pretty good. And that's one of the reasons I chose a semi-real looking color, sort of, in case I did just let it grow out. I look back at the different pictures and I seem to really like it somewhere around the 1/4 inch mark, between a quarter of an inch and a half of an inch. After that, it's not a buzz anymore, and it's just a short hair style growing out. And that's when you have to make the decision, well, what are you going to do with it? And at this point, I guess I'm not exactly sure. I just got back from vacation. As you can see on the backdrop here, I'm using, I have to get this right and left thing back, working. It's weird. I just came back again, like I said, from a trip. Went to Paris and went to London. This is a picture of the Eiffel Tower at night. The friend that I went with had a river cruise for us to go up and down the Seine and see it at night, which is certainly, Paris is definitely the city of light. And had it not been raining most of the time that I was there, it would have been a little better. But great trip. But my point being is I had a lot of people stop me even there and tell me, wow, they really like my hair. And so I don't know how many people that covers up of the people who are like, oh, that looks terrible. And I know there's people like that too. I know that. But thankfully, they don't rarely come out to say that. So, because every so often I do get a kind of a, not, not a regret. Somebody asked in one of the comments if I regretted cutting my hair or buzzing it, and definitely not. No, I do not. I don't regret it at all. It depends on the day, on how I really feel about it, though. Most of the time, now, just to give a little context, I do work from home, but I work for a very large company. And thankfully, we don't have to be on camera a lot. And the reason I say that is because I am lazy and I don't want to have to put on makeup and everything if I'm just sitting in my own, home office. So, but most of the people on my team, they don't do cameras either. And so one of the things that did take a while to do is, if you have used, Teams or Zoom or any of these type of products, for work or for, other communications, you know how they have a little icon of you, and you usually put a picture. And I've been at this particular company now 11 years. And unlike some of the people who, I think it's hilarious, I know people who've kept the same picture and they've been at the company for 20 years. It's like, I don't think you look the same as you did 20 years ago, but hey, you do you. I'm one of these who wanted to keep it relatively up to date and would update my picture every couple years. I thought that was good. And I think every single one of my pictures had my hair in a nice little ponytail, and then had it, circling down. I thought that was, professional and nice, but it still showed off that I have all this long hair. But before I went on vacation, I made the decision to change my little Teams icon to a current one. And I actually picked the one. I didn't pick one with a wild color, because the company I work for is even though they talk about being, inclusive and all this, at the same time, they're a very conservative company, industry-wise. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to put one with blue hair or green hair or anything. So I just used, actually, the first picture that I took that is, I highlighted back on those videos where I did the cut back in May. Just right after I did the cut. I just thought it was a good looking picture, relatively speaking. And I just thought, okay, I'll do that. Nobody has said anything. One or two people who I'm friendly with have said that they noticed the change, but overall, nobody has said anything. So that's one of the things, one of the lessons that we are told, but sometimes it's hard to realize, is that nobody thinks about you as much as you do. So feel free to do things that will make you happy, as long as it's not hurting anyone else, of course. But feel free to do, people aren't sitting around going, oh, look at what's she wearing? What is she doing? What'd she do to her hair? What's she doing with her glasses? People aren't thinking about you as much as that you think they are. So in that, there's a freedom to do what you like. And that's what that's what has gotten me through, several different changes that I've made over my life. But obviously this was a very big outwardly one that, depending on what people think, they make assumptions about me. Though one of the things I learned a long time ago, when I started getting the larger visible tattoos, is that people are going to make assumptions about me. And I can't do anything about that. And that's probably one of the reasons why worrying about what people think of a buzzed haircut on a woman isn't bothering me quite as much as it might bother some others, is that I already deal with this. And it doesn't, I'm at a point, I mean, because I've had this now for like almost 10 years, most of these that you can see, or at least 8 or 9 years. I've gotten used to it. I don't even really notice. I mean, I would if something is very, very obvious, but I don't even think about it. I don't think that, oh, I'm a girl with tattoos. I don't even think about that anymore. I really don't think about it. And that is probably what has also made the buzzed haircut thing not quite as a huge deal as it may be for somebody else. Not saying it wasn't a huge deal. It definitely was. And I said, I'm still deciding. I'm still deciding, am I going to start growing it out? Am I going to keep it? I'm not sure yet. Right now, I'm going to let it grow at least another week or so. There's a chance I might buzz it back to, you know, the 1/4 of an inch. If I do that, especially if I wait another week or so, that will probably buzz off all of the reddish pink, whatever color this is. And it'll be back down to just normal color. One of the things I have decided, though, I believe, who knows, is that if I do color again, I don't know if I'm going to bleach it first and then do the color. I know that's the best way. And especially with a person with dark hair, that is what's going to show the true color of whatever it is that you are trying to show. But I'm interested to see how it would just look if I don't bleach out my normal brunette or whatever color I am with gray in it, and just do a color on top which would give more of a tint than a, you know, a bold color. I'd be curious to see how that works. And because these are semi-permanent, they are not going into the shaft anyway. So that's why, again, if I shave off the part that's pink now, then I'll be back to quote unquote virgin hair. And I could try doing that, or just leave it and see how much of it is gray. And which I don't mind the gray. I actually want it to be gray. But I know that having it gray is a lot of upkeep. But that's something I could also play with. I could do it more of the grays and see how that looks with a gray buzz cut. There's a couple ladies that I follow on YouTube and TikTok that are older. There's one specifically, and I'll have to put her down in the comments for you to check her out as well. Who has a natural, you know, salt and pepper look. That's what I would love. And the salt isn't coming as fast as I had hoped it would. So we'll see. But just wanted to check in. I will probably be making a video, just a really quick video travel log of the trip I just took, and some others that I have done in the past. In case you are new to following me, I like to travel, especially international travel. And I've been very blessed in being able to do something cool pretty much every year, except for obviously pandemic year. But other than that, I've been to some really cool places, and maybe I'm thinking of just doing a 5-minute little, here's a synopsis of the 4,000 pictures I took, just so you can see what, some things that I saw. If you're interested in that, let me know. You can leave a comment down at the bottom that you're interested in travel information, or at least my travel information that I can give you from a couple different standpoints. One is a single traveler, single female traveler, and also one who is a huge, huge fan of the touring company Gate One Travel. Most everything I've done has been through them, both independent and escorted tours. I can't say enough good things about them. And I might go ahead and make a video just kind of talking about them, because I've given the same information to a lot of friends and they seem to really have liked it. So I'm going to go. Thanks so much for the support. Like I said, it's fantastic. I know I've done a few different kind of things on this channel, and I listed that on the About section, that I would be doing a few different kind of things. But obviously the Buzz Hair, the Rocking the Buzz playlist is what is very popular. I can't thank you guys enough. Subscribing is such a big deal, especially at this point. I'm at a precipice trying to get to my 1,000 subscribers. That would be fantastic. And I am going to go. Thanks so much. You have yourself a great evening, great weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.